Out of character. Why would it be out of character? Because you've known this man for some years, because you go to church with him, because he's a barber, because he seemed like a good mentor, because he can quote scriptures, because he can pray, he knows church songs. Well, a lot of times you got to watch those ones that want to be too quick to be around somebody's child and then trying to prove a point to come up with the videos and say, this is what we're doing. This is what I want to show you. You got to really be careful, like more ways than one. Because I have seen some parents be too quick day one. Oh, I just need somebody so bad. And I kind of do like you to watch my child. You let the guard down. The guy done already sized you up. Oh, she's not paying attention. She's always in a hurry. She's got to get to work really quick and she has no family. Now, I'm not saying that this was supposed to happen to this child, because all means absolutely not. No one, especially children, deserves to be taken advantage of for any form of a abuse to be inflicted upon their bodies, all because they use a bathroom. Okay, it happens.
Mother of the 6-year-old boy of lumber is speaking exclusively to ABC7. Her son's babysitter, Ernest Love, is charged with her. Orange County reporter David Gonzalez has the heartbreaking story.
I was genuinely blindsided. I trusted him with my son.
Charlene Sefour's heart is crushed knowing the person she believed would take care of her son, Chance Crawford, instead caused him unimaginable pain.
He did not deserve to go out that way.
Yes. You did that, man. See that? There's gonna be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You gotta push through it.
Okay.
This is one of the many videos Ernest Lamar Love sent to Chance's mom anytime he babysat.
He came in my son's life just as a male figure. He taught him things. He helped him overcome certain fears that my son had.
But on August 30th, Sefour's life began to crumble after she dropped Chance off at Love's barbershop in Placentia before heading off to work at St. Joseph's Hospital. Later that night, Love called to tell her he was rushing Chance to the hospital.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head. And that's what's hard for me, because I believed him when he told me.
Prosecutors say Love for wetting his pants at a park, then poured hydrogen peroxide on the open wounds and forced him to exercise until he collapsed.
How could you do this to a child? It doesn't warrant what happened.
Love, who went by Azariah, was part of Amazing Church in Lake Elsinore as a minister and prophet.
He did the right things. He helped people move. He helped give advice. He's helped people, start businesses.
But he had been suspended from his roles due to inappropriate behavior with women. They never suspected he would be capable of doing what he's accused of.
We poured so much into him and he failed us. He failed us. He failed our faith. He failed us. He failed Charlene.
Most importantly, they say he failed Chance. Chance after being declared brain dead and taken off life support.
I want justice for my son, because he did not deserve that.
This is just an absolutely heartbreaking story. Now Chance's mother is urging other single mothers out there to be extra vigilant as to who watches their children, so something like this never ever happens to them.
No one, especially children, deserves to be taken advantage of for any form of a abuse to be inflicted upon their bodies, all because they use a bathroom. Okay, it happens. And then you want to go ahead and just have your way with a child, have your way with somebody else's child, that somebody trusted you, for that child to be under your care, and then for the ultimate to happen, and then you got the minister of the church speaking out. How long they've known this man, and how everybody loses. The child loses. The mother loses. People are thinking that they're going to a church, of a sanctuary, for a village, for help. What is it that you need help with, ma'am? What is it that you need help with, sir? Okay, we're going to pair that child with this person. What was a background check done? Because apparently he was having problems. Ernest was keeping his hands to himself when it came to women. Was there any disciplinary action done? Did the church know about that? Why are these things coming up now? Where's this try the spirit by the spirit? But let's put this in black and white to see if anything is going to come up. When his name is ran, his SSN is ran, his driver's license is ran. Deeper dives. Because just somebody is coming in talking right with a right conversation and they on fire for God. They want to win souls. Like they know all the tricks of the trade to say. Then you got to question why people want to be so quick to want to work around kids. Now, not everybody is bad. We know this. We know this because if that's the case, if we thinking like that, we wouldn't be dealing with nobody in the world. But some people do show signs and are too eager. And I can promise you it is always a ram in the bush. It may be hard right now. It may not be looking good, but you can't just hand your kids over to anybody. You got to feel that situation out. Was there any other kids involved to be comfortable to be over there? Was he always by himself? Was it long hours that he was having to stay? Did he ever give an inkling of an indication like I feel uncomfortable when I go over there? See, situations like that, you got to ask your kids too. You can't be sweeping things under the rug. When kids want to talk, it can't be like, oh, well, I'm talking now. Kid trying to talk to dad, oh, well, be quiet. I'm trying to watch my game, or I'm playing my game, or I'm trying to finish what I'm doing. I can't talk. Shoot, I'm tired. All types of stuff is going on. Now, did she possibly like that man? I don't know. That was not brought out. But that's neither here nor there. Where's the father at? Was he able to watch the son? Maybe he was working. What about his parents? Are they still here? Does he have aunties? Did he not trust them? Were there other options? Well, now in this case, we won't know. So while we do have our children, while we are able to have a say, and don't be mad at, if somebody does try to say, hey, that person may not be on the up and up from what I heard. People got to start listening and trust their instinct and keep it moving and pray. And
they describe the crime as the act of a monster, but they say it doesn't resemble the person they knew. Ernest Lamar Love proclaimed to be a man of God, but what he's accused of doing to 6-year-old Chance Crawford is nothing short of evil.
This is honestly every working parent's worst nightmare.
Kimberly Eds with the Orange County District Attorney's Office says Ernest, a barber by trade, was babysitting 6-year-old Chance. But when the boy soiled his pants, Ernest allegedly tortured him to death.
The barber is accused of beating the little boy so violently that pieces of his flesh were falling off his body, and then dousing the boy's open wounds with hydrogen peroxide before forcing the first grader to do push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks until the boy collapsed.
Devastated, shocked, didn't know what to think.
Sonia and Dr. Jason Welsh of Amazing Church in Lake Elsinore were with Chance, his mother Charlene, and Ernest at the hospital, all members of their church. They say Ernest told them Chance had had an accident.
He had socks on and he was doing jumping jacks and he fell and hit his head.
But the injuries were so severe, they say Ernest's story didn't make any sense.
When I got there, you could see the bulging on the side of his face. For me, it looked more than just a fall.
Sonia and Jason have known Ernest for more than a decade. He served as a minister at their church, and they say everyone trusted him.
We're crying over Chance. We're consoling Charlene. And then we're over here like, man, what happened to Ernest? Like, what? We're losing 3 people to this. We're losing 3 persons.
If convicted, Ernest Lamar Love faces a maximum sentence of 32 years to life in prison.
Just, go about things the best that they can, but don't just openly just give your most prized possession away. But maybe her back was up against the wall, but again, not blaming her. But it's just really sad that this man took that angle to get this woman comfortable to watch her son. It's like, where your sons at? How come your sons ain't around?